Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Talking to Coach Levy before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew when Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty-toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty-toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Running inside. It's Lacey. Maybe a crease. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Rides the option, he keeps it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups. And I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and can...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bulldogs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to Fluff. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And I think this is the key in this game, man.
There's a crease. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Bothwell. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Rebels offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
You just simply can't say enough. This guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Taylor wants to throw it. That's caught by Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Plows through the defense. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines.
He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the crowd, and that might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Just feeds the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. There's some room. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Pocket breaking down. Chase to the right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Taylor wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Odom. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Motion from the back. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Evans. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber. Continues to fight for yards. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Red Raiders who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That victory caps off a 9-3 regular season, respectable by any program's measures. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Going left, Bluff Bothwell. And he had no option on that with defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect rest.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's West. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Number 8, set to kick it away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That's caught. It's Odom. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seen the field.
Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise,
going to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Taylor wants to throw it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
that is a risky time in play call. Running a running back screen backed up like that, it did not fool anybody on defense. They converge right away, get him down, and they steal 2 points.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man, it's Cook. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches tonight.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more dangerous.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tries to do it himself on the draw. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Mississippi State going up-tempo. On third down, here's Bothwell. Finding some room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's a heat, and he never had a chance.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
To the air on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it commuted.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He'll pull it down and run. To the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll go to the counter play. Picks up the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a gift to Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.